Hi, welcome back to Act 2. This is part 6. So we finished talking about how Alderman Megati is described as a notorious womanizer, and Sheila's really in the know about what's going on in comparison to her mother. So what we get is Gerald's description of him saving Eva Smith. So he got Alderman Megati out of the way. So he clearly likes the idea of being this hero, and Sheila even picks up on that later. And we do also learn that, Eva Smith's quite shaken by Joe Megati's advances. So, she's in a real vulnerable state, and that state there, we could see as Gerald genuinely wanting to save her or easy to take advantage of. So two ways to view Gerald's response to her there. So we learn a little bit more about her, that obviously Gerald's told by Eva Smith or Daisy Renton. So we already know she's lost both her parents. So she's got a difficult life, and Gerald actually finds out that she's really hungry. So he gets them to make her some food. So again, there's some heroism there from him wanting to look after her. And she's obviously not got any money. So again, this bit here, she hadn't a penny. So she's in a really difficult situation. Interesting that Gerald describes it as miserable back bedroom as well. So obviously he recognises she's in a really hard spot. Now, this is the bit where you can read this multiple different ways. But what we find out is that Gerald's friend Charlie, he's clearly upper class like Gerald. He's got these extra rooms that he's given the keys to Gerald for. So Charlie's gone off to Canada, so clearly he's got money and he's travelling. But why have these upper class men got these spare rooms? Do they rent them out to make money with the working class people? Or they seem to be empty, so why are they empty? And the reference to Charlie's left them for Gerald to use them if I want to. How on earth of use for what? Is this a sense that they're being used so they can bring prostitutes back? And does that mean that Gerald does that more often or not? Does that sway you in the way that you might view Gerald's actions towards Eva Smith? That is this something he's done before? So he clearly takes her back to these rooms and lets her stay there. And the inspector really does question him about, does that mean that she became your mistress? Now, it's blue because it's about Gerald, because Gerald says yes. Essentially, he does end up having sex with Eva Smith and being kept. Obviously, this is the affair because he is still with Sheila at the time. And you can see the fact that he really likes that Eva Smith is grateful, and that description there of her young, pretty, warm-hearted, there's that triple again, and she's intensely grateful. So it means a lot that Eva Smith sees Gerald as a hero. But we do get the inspector's response. Why should you do any protesting when Birling tries to stop this conversation happening in front of Sheila? And the inspector, again, is just showing that he's got power there. And even the fact that, unlike Sheila's parents, the inspector knows that Sheila is very much aware that she's not living on the moon. She knows what's going on around her.